Hey, Good Fox here with a gameplay and review of 95 overall Ultimate Freeze Randy Moss. You can see the scuffs on his helmet. He's been used a lot. You can see those bodies laying behind him. We'll get to that play in just a little bit as we get right here into his stats. All right, so let's look at this new Randy Moss. The artwork, pretty sick. You know, he's in the Patriots jersey. I know. Interestingly enough, he's faster, even though he's older. And he's faster from his previous card. This 95 overall, it's got the Frost chemistry on offense, which is one of the better chemistries in the game, and the deep threat chemistry, which, I mean, makes sense for him, but it boosts quarterbacks more than it does the receiver, so it's a little not the greatest for Randy. You know, obviously getting the +1 to agility, speed, acceleration, tracking elusiveness. He gets, you know, elusiveness boost that helps him, and then the spec catch +1 acceleration, +1 jump are really what kind of help him. The rest of those things are just for quarterbacks. And like, say I could have Stafford out on the field, but we got him fully chemmed out with Kelvin Johnson here. There's his, you know, speed. I think is obviously Moss's strongest point. That and spec catch. But since spec catch is basically dead this year, you need to swerve in order to get him. The one-on-one things that we used to be able to rely on, the aggressive catches, are gonzers. Is that a word? Gonzers? Gone. We can take a look at his run block, though. It's pretty poor. It's not somebody you want out there running. Him and Deion Sanders actually have very similar run block. So do not run behind him. You will basically need to go against Deion Sanders as a corner in order to get a good run block. But catching traffic, 91, a little bit lower than I'd like to see, but 91's solid. Wish I could boost that up. I can with Hopkins in the lineup. I don't have Hopkins, though. So we'll see what Moss does. Just going through the lineup quick. I did say I could put in Stafford to really just kind of chuck the ball deep, but, you know, deep balls aren't the greatest. So the only way him or Sanders on the outside, we're going to have like the two guns of speed there running down the field. The only way they're getting open is if they actually, you know, the opponent presses, and we can get over the top of them with those two, with their speediness. But anyways, we're facing Kirill Smash. He ended up messaging me during this game. Hey, man, we're playing again. We got matched up again. So this is our game against each other as he runs off the edge, and we get a little bit of block shed, little goodiness there to stop the runner off the bat. I am in the Blues uniform, using Aaron Donald over the middle, and what do you know? We get beat on a man-to-man. I think that was Night Train got beat, so it wasn't Deion there. We got nice little pressure there from the edge getting home. I think that was Jalen Ramsey getting home there, and we keep sending that edge pressure. Nice hit. Hits us under a cover, too, and I am unable to time that tackle, and he gets the touchdown. So, good work right away. We're down 7-0 off the bat, but let's test Moss right off the bat, right in between cover 2. He takes a hit, but hangs on. So, nice work, Moss, there. We're motioning him out. You're going to see me throw to Moss a lot, and I was a little worried because I got messaged here. He's like, hey, you got the new Moss, damn it. And he was kind of frustrated. So, I'm basically looking to throw to Moss just about every play, or really try and focus a lot of the game time. He was, like, basically double cover there. He had man coverage plus a guy underneath him. It looked like he was bracketed, but he ended up getting open with the playmaker over the top, and there we go back to Moss, but it gets picked. So he was able to locate Moss there and take advantage of our want to test out the card here. But trust me, we will get more Moss action in a little bit when we can get the ball back. Here we're setting another edge rusher, bounces up, and Clowney gets his big mitts on it, so we get the ball back here. We get a little bit of bench concept. Moss is in the corner. Throw the spec catch, comes down with it, but gets stripped as it's taken in the ground, unfortunately. There again, you know, the spec catch is dead, so we play in catching traffic. He's leaving the middle wide open. I can't speak now. And Terrell Pryor, I'm going to force him to get into that QB spy type deal there where you can't get Peterson off the edge. Peterson going horizontally isn't nearly as good as Peterson going north to south. Here's Randy in the flats. Doesn't really break a lot of tackles with that minimal trucking at 48 and elusiveness at 81 or 82 with the boost. There we throw it high, a little bit of miscommunication. But let's talk about Moss's +1s across the board. Were you happy with this upgrade? You know, he's got +2 from his other card overall, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's just +1s across the board, and a lot of people hate the +1s, and you know, I'm kind of with you. I wish we got greater upgrades, but I mean, it's only been since Halloween, like what is that, month and a half, 2 months since that first ball, at the end of October, since he got that first card. And this card, yeah, it isn't much greater, but, you know, the overall formula is what it is. I know EA can jerk around with the overall formula based on, the cards we got last year with that jerk. Oh, there he got smashed. Moss got sandwiched. That's a Moss sandwich there. Didn't quite come down with that. But anyways, we got Moss on a post here. Can we hit him? Is he open? Let's hit him in front. Yeah. Nice little spec catch coming down with that, Mr. Moss. Anyways, he has a fight for extra yards, no. Clutch, yes. So he will hopefully perform better for you in the fourth quarter if that clutch means something. Makes rat catches, which is great with his speed going down the field. You know, if you're burning past the pressed corner or something, you will want that rat catch. Drops open passes, no. Of course, that's good. I shouldn't have to explain that. High motor, no. I don't think that does anything on offense, at least according to Madden developers. Covers balls, cover ball always, which means he will always, instead of fumbling, he will catch it, hold on to it. And I think there's been speculation whether carrying or covering the ball helps play into catching the ball. Catching in traffic so huge here. And Moss has been, his first Moss card wasn't the most amazing catching the ball in traffic, so +1 in catching traffic isn't the greatest of upgrades there. All right, covers ball always, like I said. Makes aggressive catches, yes, of course he would. Makes possession catches, yes. Makes sideline catches, yes. Penalty and normal. All right, so otherwise his traits are pretty much what you'd expect out of a top flight card. Do I like this Moss? Yes, I think he played very well for me. Like this play right here, I was gonna go deep with it. Just going to throw it up to Moss, see how he did. But Joe Thomas was able to luckily get the ball for us. And here is a big play for us. We hot routed Moss to get off that line, to sink to the first down marker, get past his users, whoop, 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 and just fly by the defense. That's where that 94 speed with the boost comes to effect. He will not be caught except for like Deion Sanders or if somebody's got a good angle on him. So that was a wonderful play, Moss. That was that little teaser you saw at the beginning of the video where he just thread between 3 people for the touchdown. So wonderful play, Moss. Thanks for making that. I did not expect him to get out of that. So he is, the elusiveness, what you want this year is speed and agility in order to get away from defenders. The moves aren't as strong as, say, just like swerving back and forth to get away from computers and whatnot. There's another Moss catch. Nice little hang on there as he took a little pounding. I know I've seen a few guys drop that before up the seam. He's just not respecting that to Shockey. So we got to hit that right away. We did get picked off earlier in the seam, though. We went to Moss. So we are mixing it up a little bit away from just purely going to Moss. But we do actually look at Moss mostly first right away, and we'll swerve his user and end up taking a hit, which we don't like taking hits with the quarterback. But Terrell Pryor's got 80 carry, so it's not too bad. Oh, flatten. Peterson struggling to the end zone, and we dive in there like a ballerina diving for the Black Swan at the end of the movie, and ended up. I'm not gonna spoil it. Never mind. Anyways. Throws it off the on the run, off the foot for a nice little completion there. But anyways, I think I summed up Moss. He's fast, can spec catch, but spec catches are broken. Unless you're cutting in front of the safety and getting that jump up is great. If you swerve a lot, the 6'4" frame will save you with that spec catch. I saw Zan do it today on stream. He was talking about how Moss was able to save him after a bad swerve. So if you swerve, I think Moss is the perfect swerver if that's a part of your game. I should have thrown an X here for the one-play touchdown, but I just wanted a deep one to Moss just to kind of test it out there. We didn't get the animation. I could have, if I knew how to swerve, if I learned it. I'm still refusing to learn it because I do think it's the next exploit in the game, but maybe I should learn it, just put it in my toolkit for people that use it against me. But anyways, Peterson off the edge again. We're just going to go to Moss, see if we can hit him in the flat. Once again, he's kind of sitting underneath that cover 2, and Moss is unable to hold on to that catch in traffic, which is too bad. But, that's not Moss's game. Moss's game, he isn't Cooks. He's got the speed to run drag routes, but really, his biggest strength, I think, are down the field beating guys deep and really kind of post routes, corner routes, something where his height will come into effect and he needs to jump up and grab a high ball or something like that. And we all do love high balls. Big fan of cocaine here. Anyways, elite jumping, elite every stat except catching traffic. For this Moss, he's going for 1.3 million. If I were to rate him like say out of 10 or something, oh, nice user pick there as we were trying to fit it in there, to squeeze it in the Moss. Maybe that's not a pass that Pryor makes, but something that Stafford makes. Maybe Stafford makes that throw because he's got 97 versus 93 throw power there. But anyways, 1.3 million for this Moss. He's only going to get cheaper as people open more packs. I'd expect that price to be half that by Christmas because he really shouldn't be 1.3 million for this card for how available he is. So that's the end of the game. We're going to go through that one little. Here's that Moss in route for the first down as he just, look at that. That is that 91 agility, plus 192 agility taking effect. There's a nice little strain rail. But that is it. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.